Hello. So, just wanted to talk a little bit about the Adobe Spark little project that you will be making soon. It's due on September 17th. So, anytime before then, you can email the link to me. That'll be the final day they're due. If you're not sure what an Adobe Spark is, I'm just going to run through one real quick here about Elon Musk. This is an old one that I had made. So, the newer ones, the newer version, you can do a lot more stuff with it. So feel free to explore all the different little things they have in there. So, Elon Musk, man with a mission. So it's basically a web page that you whip up pretty quickly and easily, and it has some features you can add stuff into it. So there's pictures, and you'll want to have little captions to explain your pictures. And when you're adding pictures, you can either find your pictures and add them in, or you can use Adobe or use Spark to locate the pictures. And when you do that, it cites them right at the end for you, which is kind of cool. And there's links, so you'll need to put in a few links to some interesting things. There's Elon. I don't know if you knew he was the inspiration for the Tony Stark character in the Iron Man and Avenger movies. He basically is that kind of a guy in real life. You probably heard of him by now. He's been in the news a lot recently. So he's got the Tesla company. There's a video that looks like it's been removed. SpaceX company, which he basically built, designed to get humans to Mars at some point, but it's been, if you're watching the news, very useful recently in getting our own astronauts up to the International Space Station. He's also has Solar City, and since then he has other things. The Boring Company, which is actually a company that is doing the drilling the tunnels to run the high-speed trains through. So here's a cool little feature you can do with the picture, and you can put a little caption, rolls over. So look for those little different things to make yours interesting. Oh yeah, if you're curious, he's worth a ridiculous amount of money, and actually since the pandemic began, he's earned something insane, like $28 billion or something. But he started off, he created PayPal because we needed a better way to buy things on the internet, so he started PayPal, and then he sold it for $1.5 billion, and that's where he really got going. And then you can embed little videos. I'm not going to watch this now, but this is a cool little video where, if you've seen the Avenger movies, especially the Iron Man movies, where he's manipulating like a three-dimensional computer screen with his hands and stuff. That's actually what he's sort of doing right there, and there is a use for it in all of his engineering that he does. Okay, so here's the sheet. Let's just real quick. This will be in the OneNote. So it's 60 points, due by September 17th, anytime before that. So it's going to be out there much earlier. So if you want to do it, send me the link. Then I'll post them all together in the OneNote. So you're just going to email me the finished link at the end. And I'll put them all together, and I'll probably have you look at a couple of them. So you'll at least check out one of these topics, the one that you make, and then you'll look at a few other people's, hopefully, to kind of critique. It's always important to see how other people do the same project as you. You should always look for that, so you're not always just seeing your very own ideas. It's pretty basic. Making the Spark, make sure it's a page. We'll get to that later. You're not doing there's a couple other options, but do a web page. So you're going to pick your topic, make sure you describe it visually and with descriptions. So, it is a website kind of thing. So you're using a lot of pictures, videos if you want. You can, if it's possible, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, to start the video in a certain spot. If it's from YouTube that you'd want somebody to watch, that's a good idea. So do all these things here that it says. We've done this before in class, and people had to show up on different nights to present it. So if it says anything like that, like where you're presenting it, obviously ignore that. You're not really presenting it, but think of it in that manner. So here's the topics that you can choose from. There's 30 of them. You're going to go to a signup genius. That's on here. So these links here, I think this is the Elon Musk one here. I don't know what this one is. I don't remember, some other older one that's been I've done years ago. There's the link to the signup genius. We'll get back to that here in a second. So you just go to spark.adobe.com, make an account. This stuff kind of changes frequently, yearly it seems. So there's probably a plus sign when you start. Make sure you're making a new web page. You might have to scroll down a little bit and find. It's pretty easy to create everything. You're just like hitting a lot of pluses and adding in things. We can look at that here real quick in a second. So when you when you do get all done, so you're going to preview, click X to go back to edit mode. Make sure you're doing that. Well, you'll have to, or else you won't be able to edit it. So when you're done, you're going to click share, pick a category, choose education, just for the heck of it, and then make sure, this is important here, that you create a public link, and that's what you're going to email to me. Make sure you're not emailing me the link to your project, because I won't be able to open it. So it's the public link. Keep that in mind. It is a public link, not that you put anything personal about yourself on there, but it will be just a public website out there. I just left those in there because that's kind of what we used to do. Doesn't matter. And then here's the point breakdown. If you're interested, this will be all on the sheet. This in OneNote that you can download. So if we were going to edit this here, this is the editing page. You just have pluses, and you can put in a photo, a text, a photo grid slide, or the glide show. That's where it goes over the top. You can split the layout. These are buttons if you wanted to add in the any kind of links or anything like that. And that's really all you do. See, there's so you might have a newer version. And so you may have some more features that you can use. And then when you're all done, I guess it says publish and share the link. This might come up different because mine already is. So you would have to publish it. And then you're going to copy the link. Let's see, I updated mine. And then you make sure you're sharing with me the link there, the final copy, the public one. So here's on the sheet when you click to go to the sign up genius. This is it here. All right, so you're just going to sign up for it, and that'll be the one that you do. Some kind of a topic. Let me just one last thing. So depending on what it is, some of them are events that have happened. Some of them are locations. So that's why there's two different, if you choose an event or if you choose a feature. So these are the two different ones. So essentially they're features. They're all, I think all the features are in the United States. So you're trying to convince somebody to go see the Crater Lake or whatever. Okay. And then if it's an event, you're explaining what happened, where, when, why, how, all those things, science related. Okay, so they're just all earth science related, cool places, or significant events that have happened, or surprising events maybe for some of them. Okay, so that's the Adobe Spark. You can sign up anytime you want. You can start anytime you want. Just make sure you've chosen one, picked one before you start. Email it to me by September 17th.